Right.
We live here with my man Davey Crockett.
What it do?
I said Davey Crockett. David Crockett.
It's the EY Davey Crockett.
Yeah.
You did. What's up though?
I'm cool, man. How you, man?
Man, everything good, bro. Can't complain. Still in the game. Man, I'm cool, bro. What's the word?
You tell me.
Man, happy to be here. Back outside. What we talking about?
Yeah, trying to figure this shit out. The world wanna know what's going on in the city.
Man, it's a lot of good music popping in DC, I will say. Like I say, outside is officially back open. I think it's gonna be a good summer. Go-go wise, party wise, them day parties about to get to popping. So if you got some work, you better get to it and present it. That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying in so many words.
What new music you got now?
Man, I'm still working on projects. Shout out to my FLM family, my man Love, the producer. I got like 2 joints with him. Shout out to my man Maru, the producer. I got like 2 joints with him. I got something in the creases with my man Spank Ass Pro. So, you know, you're gonna hear about me this summer. That's why I'm starting here. This is like the first time I've been outside in a long time. I'm starting with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When people hear the name David Crockett in DC, what comes to mind?
Oh man. I don't like to say that name ring bells. I don't like that, but people know me for different reasons and pretty much the same reasons. Laid back dude first and foremost. I'm by law. I was raised by law, so you know what I'm saying. Everybody know me. I was a laid back, quiet dude, but also I was a contribution to the movement. Yeah. At all times, if you know what that means. Yeah, I was outside before outside, so yeah.
Back then, how different was the city compared to now?
Back then, so when you say back then, for me, I'm gonna start fading like at 2000. The city was more together. Like hoods had their little beefs. That was at the go-go. But the city, if I was getting money and all that, like it was separated. People got money together. The city, you can move around and not have to be so overprotective. You know what I'm saying? You come see your man and not be, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was kind of like together with the same mutual respect for everybody. Now it's kind of like every man for itself. When you come outside, you gotta be on the swivel. You can't stand nowhere too long. I'm just keeping it real. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So nothing in particular, but you gotta keep it moving these days. We used to could blend, bond, share, trade, and shit like that. These days, I don't know if that, I ain't saying it don't happen, but more so you see it's every man for itself. So that's the difference I say.
Yeah, was respect earned different back then versus now?
No question. No question. You was not flashing this type of money. You was not wearing this type of jewelry unless you was somebody. Like it wasn't even about getting tested. Like somebody was taking that. Like you had to stand on it. Like that shit wasn't for show. Like, and it wasn't even no Instagram or no nothing. Like you couldn't even be at the bus stop with your Eddie on without a nigga who might want that junk. Niggas used to take niggas' shoes, bruh. Thank God it wasn't that me, but could you imagine a nigga just getting up on you telling you let me get them jumps, cuz, and then you gotta walk home and your motherfucking socks, bruh. That's how my owl shit was, like, so. No.
Man, this the same way. That's crazy.
That's why I respect it, you did.
Yeah, still get down or lay down. The same way since back then, man.
Hey, man.
What can the youngest learn from the back then? They ain't gonna never see it, but what could they learn back then?
See, it goes back to slang and terminology. Like people like to sound sweet when they say morals and principles. I stand on morals and principles. Everybody like to sound sweet when they say that shit, but back then it was really on that. Like I said, you had to be somebody to really just be outside. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. Everybody couldn't play these characters that everybody get to play now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just keep blaming on the internet, but the internet let people be characters. You don't really get seen or touched behind some of your comments or some of your antics. back then it was fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that was you, people gonna check you on it. If that was you, then you'll be respected for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll be congratulated, and you, like I said, you'll be a contribution to the movement. You know what I'm saying? The city was on one accord. That's what I mean by the more prison. We was all on one accord. Northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. We was on one accord. On the same rules and regulations, do's and don'ts. Now it's kind of scrambled, because one thing I'm gonna say is how they intermingle hoods to make one mob. Now that we did not do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
My man was my man when I went to see my man uptown. You know what I'm saying? Man, him wasn't no sidebar shit between his hood and my hood. You know what I'm saying? It was, I'm from here, he from there. We see each other how we need to see each other, with all due respect to both sides.
Yeah.
And we got money together. That was the thing. That's how we did it. So I'm trying to make that all in a nutshell, and the difference between now and then. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hell of a difference between now and then. But how y'all started that go-go journey?
Man, the go-go journey for me started in buckets and cans, for real. Down the west, backyard, in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? We used to try to mimic the bands on buckets and cans. But then, like,
mimic the bands on buckets and cans.
Oh, man. But then, you know what I'm saying, I was always a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? I followed dudes like Wink, Funky Stuff Wink from Junkyard Band. I used to watch him practice in his mother backyard. You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing he was with the Junkyard Band that everybody was talking about. So when I first saw all that, I was like, oh yeah. And I saw how the energy moved the room. I was like, oh yeah. So I studied for a while, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody knew I had bars. I was always entertaining, good personality type dude, always talking trash, always trying to be on the mic type shit. But gradually they let me, you know what I'm saying, come up there and say a little something, get the fuck on stage type shit. And that gradually led me to my man Randy giving me a shot. Shout out to Shots, hold up.
Shout out to Cuz Randy.
My man Randy gave me a shot, because he knew my whole journey from the studio to the crowd to he was one of the ones that he was with a band called Uncut, and I followed them. And certain Jones here let me get up on the mic for a few hours, say my little Jones, get on stage. One day he called me saying, I got a spot for you. Boom. So that's how I got into the go-go joint, and that's how I realized it was different from being in a booth as a rapper to being on that stage as a rapper with these go-go bands. It's a different speed, it's live, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But it was an easy transition, because like I say, I was a student, I was around them dudes who was doing it as they was creating it, so I got to see how it went. So I got to be on the sideline first before I got to the stage, basically.
So now I'm confused. What started for you first? Go-go or rap?
Rap started for me first.
Yeah.
Rap started for me first. For real, like.
Yeah.
Rap started for me first, and let me show you. I'm gonna keep it gangster and say that yeah, rap for me started like in '97. Go-go started for me in like 2010, 11. I'm gonna say 2010 before even then. So yeah, that was the gap in between. So that's how go-go niggas I wasn't new. They knew me. I was a fan of how they do shit, but I was always doing my shit. So when I was trying to get on their nerves, well, let me get that mic, they know I can do it, but they don't know. They already looking at me like, shorty, this shit different. I ain't understand till somebody finally let me do it. I was like, oh. Like in the booth, you could be like, ho, let me do that shit again. On that go-go stage, that shit is, yeah, they hear you right now. Ain't no do-overs, yeah, and they got a different little tempo with their shit, so I respect it, so. Yeah, but to answer the question, rap came first, then this go-go. And lately, I just been trying to blend the two.
Yeah.
So that's how I stay active.
Who your biggest inspiration to rap? Who had you start rapping?
I told you I wasn't gonna be long-winded with these answers, but I used to write for nothing though, like, so like, I was always the youngin' from elementary school, like always in talent shows. Or I was always the, what they call it, the master of ceremony nigga who got read the program when it's an assembly in school and shit like that. That was always me. So the stage and the mic was there. We did this performance in self-destruction. I had 2 parts. When I seen the crowd clapping shit, I was like, oh. This elementary school, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Going forward, I heard Scarface, Money and the Power. That beat and his cadence on that joint and the story he telling in that joint, that's when I picked up a pen and rewrote a song. I wanted to bring my book. I still got that job. You know what I'm saying? If you know what year Money and Power came out, that's how long I had this same little ass rap.
Yeah.
And I rewrote the song basically. So shout out to that song. Then, like I say, I always was like entertaining and always active with performing in music. I lived in the 2, and I just ran into a few cool dudes. I'm trying to keep this story short, but the path, my activity kind of led me to meeting the people I need to meet, to get in booths for the first time, to, you know what I'm saying, record my first song for the first time, all that, up and up and up. So,
not to cut you off, you remember your first song?
First song? Alright.
You just brought it up.
I'm about to tell you though, I got stories. Look, the first song that I wrote, I could play it for you, is that y'all might have heard of the God of Wonder joint. That's the first song I wrote. But first song I recorded was a different song, and I don't got that, and I don't remember it. My man Spanky might could pull that up, but first song, I say it in the song, that's why, you know what I'm saying? We could play that, I got that.
Yeah.
You know what
What's your favorite song you ever put out there?
So far, out of everything, I'm gonna go with this joint called Mama's Baby, and I can play that too. Mama's Baby. It's a story joint. It's real, and I wrote that hook that them girls is singing, and I say girls because it took like 3-4 girls to get. Nothing crazy, but I like that song because it was well written, and each person, everybody was bringing good energy to that joint, and the lyrics in that joint is, yeah, we can talk about that if y'all want to play it, and we can have a reaction video to that song or something.
Yeah, we can react to it.
Yeah.
Cut the segment, add that on in the beginning or the end of this one. We can put it right here.
I was just trying to set it up.
It's up to you.
I'm just trying to set it up.
What that song
I'm
is?
about to say, what I got? Email this to somebody. Hold on.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta tell us about the story about that first album.
So,
Because I'm trying to tell you, like, I met the album before I met Crockett.
here we go again.
And
With the, it's a
Caprices
story. It's
and
two sides
Cadillacs,
to all
you
these
know?
stories. When you say first album, I got a first album with my man Spanky, and that's with these 2 songs that I say I got with me. That's what some people know as the first album, but people before that know the first album with Diamond District Cartel, which was before that technically, but it didn't. We ain't push it as much because technology wasn't the same. Basically, like for the one that I count as the one is because we pressed up copies. Like we had a motherfucking CD duplicator. We was duplicating them Jones, designing covers, boom, bought the cases, boom, and we in the streets. All the subway stations, that's when Anaconda Station first started jumping. Rhode Island Avenue was jumping before how it looked now, but it was jumping. You know what I'm saying? We was at all the jumping zones. Been the road was always jumping.
yeah.
And that's why I count that as my first jump. That's the first jump I got some money in my hand. The same way I watched No Limit Cash Money do it. And that's when I knew it was kind of like some money in this music game. If you put your heart to it, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, tell us the story behind, like, hey, that first album you got a song on it, Caprices and Cadillac.
right. That's on the first album. So okay, we talking
Yeah,
about the
like
same
you got
album.
the girls riding in Caprices and
That's
Cadillac.
another one. That's another one. Who,
Yeah.
That same girl on Caprices and Cadillacs is the same girl on Mama's Baby. She came through and crushed everybody. Not to say it like that. That's why I said it was like 2-3 girls that sung Caprices and Cadillacs too. I wrote the joint. I wrote that as well. You'll hear my man Spanky on some ad-libs in the back. The male harmony, that's my man Spanky. But cause we put down the reference track for, and we let like a couple people sing it, and homegirl you hear on there, shout out to my girl Leah. And I look for her name so she can get her credit on this shit. That's real.
Now that Michael Jackson sample.
Man, that's a good story.
Hey, bruh, I thought I was gonna be a single right there.
Oh,
Even though Caprice Cadillac, I don't know which one you gonna choose.
By the way, you know what I'm saying?
What's the name of it on
Davey
YouTube?
Crockett, All These Years album. I don't know how it pop up because it's I think it's generated by how you register. You know what I'm saying? I didn't post it myself. You know what I'm saying? My team posted it. So Davey Crockett, All These Years album. If you type in Caprices and Cadillacs, you'll probably get to the. Or type in, Gotta Wonder. These are songs we talking about. Mama's Baby. All that's in the same YouTube list. First album is what they call it. But Caprices and Cadillacs. That's shout out to First Degree. Them the other two dudes you hear on it, my man Dirt, my man Black. And that same girl, Leah, is the same girl that's on Mama's Baby. And Shorty, she was teaching me motherfucking Arabic back then. Like she was like a proper girl. So on Caprices and Cadillac, she said, I sing this song to home. She said, I sing this song to show my homies I got they back. I got they back. She said, ooh, I said the irregular word. I said, Shawty, you alright with me. You know, she's like, that's my first slang word. Like,
that's different. You know, that's different.
She had a flashcard because she left. That's why I ain't know where she was at all the time. She left. She was learning Arabic off the flashcards and was fucking with me the whole time with that shit. But she was psyched and we had fun recording that shit. So Mama's Baby and Caprices and Cadillacs is some
that was
of
my
favorites.
jam.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I had bought my first Cadillac.
Oh, man.
Right?
And
I
get hooked up with the city was on Caprices.
And we was working the ice cream truck and my man gave me the CD and everything to play in the car. And he left it. And so we didn't even get to that song yet. He was playing like the first two hits and I was like, alright, cuz going. He was like, we from the West, yeah. So I'm going home. I'm playing the joint, say, Brian and Caprice. I say, this is the anthem for my song right here. I got a brand new caddy. Fucking blow this up in the city.
At that point in time, we was taking a strong hold on our distribution. Like I said, we had CD burners and shit that would put the artwork on the top of them, like a robot arm, slide that motherfucker over, put the music on and spit it out. We casing them up. Same shit we was doing with DDC with like the t-shirt.
Yeah.
We was going that hard with that shit. That was the first thing we learned or tried. Let's say tried. We ain't really know nothing about publishing and all that. Then we was going hand in hand, like, you know what I'm saying. So now that's why I can put it out differently, cause I know about royalties and stuff. I ain't gotta be outside physically with this same material, and that's gonna set up the new stuff, the new seeds.
But what do you think could be like? Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, like, we came out the trunk, and to me, like, coming out of the trunk gave you more interaction with, like, the public.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people wasn't just Googling or something happened to see you pop through or somebody, you know what I mean, shared your page.
I get
you know
it.
what I mean? So what do you think, is that a good or bad thing?
You gotta play fair, honestly, because it's a good thing for us who still, if you still got a good withstanding catalog, and you got numerous songs even from back then. Like if you still got control of your stuff, going through all of that is a good thing because it taught you how to be tough, like you said, be an entrepreneur. Now you know how to attack this new technology side with ownership. You already mastered the ownership part by being out there physically. But when I said you gotta play fair, is because you gotta respect how the internet saves you time, energy, travel money, and all that by being able to reach them same people with a post and a share or a like. Getting the algorithm. So that's why my answer is you gotta kind of play fair. I've seen both sides, and it took me a while to adjust to this technology side. Like even now, I don't post as much as I should based on my old habits. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for us who've been in the game for a while and still have catalogs who can sustain the switch, but you can't hate on the switch because you get to reach thousands of people that you wouldn't, or you'll have to spend a lot of money to touch these people, and that's a bigger risk. So play fair. I mean, what I say, be fair on both sides, pretty much with that one. Like, ain't no, it's good. I'm gonna go with good then.
Let me ask you.
It's good.
Now, we've been hearing a lot of speculation when it comes on the internet, like the difference between back then and now. And it's like, when you talk about money, You know what I mean? Like back then, record sales versus you on the net trying to stream hit a whole lot different when it comes to the pocket though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Once
like,
again, you talking about the physical interaction versus the virtual interaction. The virtual interaction, all right. When we was outside, like I was describing at all these subway stations, I say give me $5. But if the nigga had 3, I'm taking it. He had $1, I'm taking it. That's $1 that's in my pocket right now. This virtual way, you getting not even a penny on $1, and it takes a lot of them to make $1. So we gonna have to. I don't want to say we gonna revert back, but that's why you gotta have multiple. I mean, other ways. The music, I don't want to say ain't it, but that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't miss your question, the physical was more on site. Like we got that dollar in our hand, that $5, whatever they had. We asked for 10, but if a nigga had 3, let me get that. Cause I want you to have this though. That's the thing. I want you to have this. More importantly, but I'm taking what you got, but it's in my hand. If we made $53, that shit was in our pocket right now.
It was a good night.
It's gonna take you 7, 8, 9, 10 months to make $53
on the
virtually.
Right?
If you're if you ever.
So
if that makes sense.
So if you had to give one advice to an artist out here based off of what you just summed up, you know what I'm saying, just stated, what would it be?
Take your time. Believe in your stuff you putting down. Register your music before you give it to anybody. That's the gem. Don't let these emails to yourself be your only resort. Go through that Library of Congress, go through that Sound Exchange, get your ass capped, and go crazy. Y'all got the talent. Y'all got the platforms. Y'all know how to make it run it up. Get you a .com. I'm about to bet on that myself. Hold up before you do it. Get you a .com. That way, like I just said, I keep saying that money comes straight to you. Even if it's $1 a day, that came straight to you. So take your time, own your stuff, stand on your stuff, and you can do it. That's what I'm gonna say. And stay out of the way. You can't mix the marbles. You're not gonna be able to be great in the studio and on the road when you got beef in all these cities and states. And I'm gonna let you figure that out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, we got, I don't know how much time we got though, but real quickly though, because you is actively live, you know what I'm saying? Because you do like the best of both worlds. It's probably because of the DC scene, right?
Okay.
Like you got go and rap, but tell the people how they catch up with you because you always live. Like you said, since the back of the day, you embrace the stage, you see them. You always been in the mix, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Each and every week, it's been someplace, somewhere where you can catch my man. Yeah, so tell them how we catch up with you, man. What's like the next show now? Yeah.
On Instagram, Streets Nominated _DC. Streets Nominated _DC on Instagram. I think it's the same on TikTok. If you on Facebook, type in Davey Crockett page. It's gonna go straight music page, Davey Crockett. Next show actually is April 25th. It sounds like it's a daytime zone, so I hope the weather nice. It's April 25th, and other than that, I've been in the lab. You know what I'm saying? Making all this stuff make sense, trying to gel it all in. You know what I'm saying?
And also, you can catch him tonight. He's spinning on 98.3 BPM. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Hey, one of the songs I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? This is one of them jams I got with you out here, yeah.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, like my man say, stay low key, stay out the way. Catch that tune right there, yeah.
Outside is officially open.
All day. The doors of the church is always open. Talking about getting glasses, nigga. You got microphones and shit. Okay.
Oh, no, what's up with your bad? Shining over my face.
We live here with my man Davey Crockett.
What it do?
I said Davey Crockett. David Crockett.
It's the EY, Davey Crockett.
Yeah.
You did. What's up, though?
I'm cool. And how you, man?
Right, everything good, bro. Can't complain. Still in the game.
What's that, Android? Oh, that's an app.
And a receiver. So it got a receiver and two mics.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
And two mics?
So we got four now?
Yeah.
Let me see if that's like Let me see if that's like four mics
What's
now.
that for the shirt? That's for the
Yeah.
You try them out? Or you gotta charge them first?
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You try them out? Or you gotta charge them first? Come on.
No problem. Come and go.
This love. Like this.
Hey, he just staring out the day room window. Count down the days till he could get back into the normal operation this about was based on. Caught a new case on a homie, turn the skates on him. RK lights bright, it's 7 p.m. Visitation leaving, ain't nobody came to see him. They dreaming about his coming home toast. He's close to saying his back number 295, bubble to bubble. He missed another summer, people back to wearing jackets. Shorty in a tan pants, so far today she is the fattest. One of many inmate habits to keep up without dead. Like coming home with dreads, but you went in without it. He just dying to see his daughter, priorities in order. Ain't slanging no more rocks and ain't smoking no more water. Jail times for the best. He needs the rest, but for now he's over CTF. This be halfway performance shit, I think.
That's how they live performance would be. So just on the mic.
That's what I say, yeah. So the sip that I don't know, that's how I keep my syllables together. Cause I got extra B-roll for that other shit. For the second verse, look, hey, sipping a 24 Bud Ice, puffing a nice J. Posted on the fence on such a nice day. He knows what up to the dude with all that bass in his truck. The little girls jumping rope, the boys they throw back touch. Pressing me to roll the next Dutch. Smoke too much. I said, hold up and serve the club 2 nicks for 14 bucks. It's like 1 in the afternoon for real, it's early out here. It ain't a Thursday, but so what? You shouldn't be dirty out here. I'm high, stash my stash, get some dot to my man. Walking across the street with a halfway rolled up J in my hand. Post back on the fence, twist, tell him go ahead and spark it. Here come Tanya, first thing on her mouth is big ass Crockett. Walked off her herd, finished my rocks off for I don't know like how long. Come back, switched them the same spot since I've been gone. Whether they know it or not, it's money up and down the block. Them niggas drunk and high at 3 o'clock. That's how you know. Smoking ball and dope. Hey. That's how you know. So revolving dope, depending on how you go, yo.
I walk off.
Right, I was going
Watching people come and go. They do the same thing. Now for